Well, hey guys, good morning. Brent Abel, WebTennis.com, back with another episode of What's the Right Shot. We've got Chris Bennett serving, Bruce Nichols, his partner, Doug Dittmer returning serve, and Doug's partner is Randy Bird. And this point is going to illustrate something we talked about a couple of episodes ago about court positioning. And second serve by Chris, really solid return here by Doug. And one of the things here I love about this transitional, let's call it a half volley from Chris. I'm going to take this back just a hair. Is his racket prep on this, right? The ball, half volleys, right, are going to be contacted down low. So I want you to look at Chris's racket prep. It's down there. It's behind where the eventual contact point is going to be. He's not got his racket up in here, the racket head up, where he's got to kind of hack down, which we see way too often. And in fact, with this, he can just absorb it and then just kind of play it back. He's on balance and now is in a good position for his next volley. And this volley is going to end up being right about waist high. So as you can see, what looks wide open to you, right? Well, there's two shots. There's one cross court back over here to Doug, but this alley is now wide open. And I think one of the things that I've seen from Randy in these two episodes where I sort of focused on him is court positioning. And I just think he hangs out a little bit too close in the middle of the court. And this is because there's so much pace coming in here from Doug. I mean, Doug really unloads on this forehand, which he can do. This is a free swinging, let it go forehand that doesn't require a lot of volley technique from Chris. And all Chris really has to do is redirect it back into that open court. And that it gets in the alley, but not by much. So what I want you guys to do on this shot is to be thinking more about, if you're Randy here, is to position-wise take away that option from Chris by being more here in the middle. And then if you are there, well, here's the half volley. So we'll take it back from here. This is where I'd love to see you hang out right here, because I think you got to trust, if you're Randy, you got to trust that Doug's going to handle this ball. He's going to do something with it that's not going to set up Bruce, right? And so at this point right here, I would say hang out a little bit more right where you are. And then as Chris has got this opportunity for a volley, you know, if you're right here in the middle, visually Chris just thinks that's not open. And right before he hits it, then you can take off and kind of pinch off the middle. But I think if you play too much in the middle, that opportunity is going to be there. So guys, the other thing I want to mention, I want to go back to Chris's half volley. And this is really not a tough shot if you prep the racket correctly, which is behind the eventual point of contact, as he's done here, okay? If you're struggling with your transitional shots, right, either this kind of half volley or maybe a transitional volley where, you know, you're in this area of the court, I've got a course, and it's going to show you, number one, how to choose, is it a volley or is it a half volley? And that's pretty much determined on your balance at that moment. But there's some tweaks that you got to make to your transitional shot if you want to be consistent and play this ball like Chris has just done. Right down below the video, you can get access to that course, to my transitional half volley or volley course. Guys, as always, come on now. Would love to hear from you down below in the comments. And as always, you got to get out there today and make today, here we go, besides another spectacular day. This is taking a little time to load up. Make it another great half volley day.